interlude, well, and romantic interlude, interrupt us. I had, to get to Toastmasters, I really like coming to Toastmasters. I had to cross the 74, the 215, the 60, and the 91 to get to Toastmasters. I do that every week, almost every week anyway. But more importantly, a fundamental question that man has asked ever since the beginning of time is not why Charlie crossed the road, but why did the chicken cross the road? And there is an evolution of why the chicken crossed the road. Now, the obvious reason that was accepted from the beginning of time was that the chicken was simply imperturbable and had to cross the road. So that was it. And we accepted that for the longest time. But then great thinkers came along, and Aristotle said, well, fire rises because it belongs to the sun, and rocks fall because they belong to the earth. That was his theory of gravity. That's real. That's really what he thought. And it makes perfectly good sense. And so the chicken crossed the road because the chicken fundamentally belonged on the other side of the road. Makes perfect sense. So hundreds of years go by, and we just accepted that as facts. And hundreds of years later, Hans Kepler came along, and he noticed he observed the universe and the solar system and the motion of the planets, and he said, well, the chicken didn't really cross the road, actually. The earth rotated under the chicken, so it just appeared there. But then Isaac Newton came, and he said, well, that makes sense, but now the problem is that does make sense, but we have a new idea, and that's basically that a chicken in motion tends to stay in motion, and the chicken and the chicken went to the other side of the road because it was an equal and opposite reaction to the chicken behind it that was moving away from it. That was perfectly good. But then Freud comes along and he says, well, you know, there's really a lot bigger reason behind that thing. And the chicken had mother issues, and the mother was on the other side of the road, and he'd never be held to pay if he didn't get to the other side of the road. But then Nietzsche, he said, well, that's true, but you know what? If you pay too much attention to this, if you stare at the chicken long enough, the chicken will start to stare back at you. So, do you miss? Okay. Anyway, so what happened now is that there was more came along the chicken. We still had to find out why did the chicken cross the road. Well, Einstein said, well, the chicken really was on one side of the road and the other. Everything is relative. Right? And Heisenberg, he, of course, the father of the uncertainty principle, says you can't really be sure which side of the road the chicken's on because you can either know where the chicken is or how it got there, but you can't know both at the same time. That's just a fundamental law of quantum mechanics, and we all know that, right? At this hour in the morning, we've all probably thought about that before we got here. But then Carl Sagan said that, well, you can't really be sure because there's billions and billions and billions of chickens, so who knows which one is where at any given moment, right? But Stephen Hawking, he came along and he said, well, at the beginning of time, the Big Bang formed the particles of the universe that would, in fact, evolve a chicken that would cross the road. And that made perfect sense for a while. Now, why did the chicken cross the road? More importantly, I crossed the road. And what started that? I woke up this morning, and I'm divorced, okay? My ex-wife shows up at my door at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No.
And she wants to get back to me.
No.
She wants to get back to me. I don't have a light yet.
Thank you.
She wants to get back with me. She says, Kate, I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse. And she says, okay. And she takes me in the back room there, and she has got these fuzzy little handcuffs, and she says, you can handcuff me to the bed, and you can do anything you want.
No.
So I said, okay. I put my arms around her, I handcuffed her to the bed, and here I am.
One caller speaking.
It was a very long road that the chicken crossed.
Just a Toastmaster, no more Charlie is Chester.